here. Well, I can understand why the players don't like to travel, but it is great to be back in Brisbane. With me is a legend of the game, Matthew Richardson.
Happy to be here today, Dan. Can't wait for this one to start.
A big roar. The Eagles enter the arena. Umpire tosses the coin. Brisbane kicking to the right of screen. Round 21, waiting for the siren now. The first quarter officially started.
You don't always get what you wish for, you get what you work for.
Nat Nui with the mighty fist. Shuey gets a hard bump from Beams. Gaff with the mark. Puts boot to ball. Kennedy having no trouble taking that one. Kennedy likes his chances for goal. Never looked like going through. Point the difference. Rich waiting to bring it back into play. Rockcliffe takes it well. Gets boot to leather. Has he? Yes, he's paid it. Gets boot to high. A mark by Pasternak. Well, you've kicked a few in your time. Do you give him much of a chance from here, Richard?
He's a fair way out, Dennis. It'll test him.
Going for goal number 1. All eyes are watching. That'll be brought up by the coach at training. Out on the full. Free kick to West Coast. Kicked by Schofield. Pasternak has it. He steadies now in front of goal. Brisbane players eagerly awaiting this lead change. Pasternak executes the goal well. Gets his first. The game officially underway now. The ruckmen giving each other the ice-cold killer stare-downs as they wait for the bounce. Martin with a big fist on it. Scoops up the ball. Nat Nui with the pickup. Mitchell boots it. Christensen looking a real threat out there when he pulls in contested marks like that one.
Christensen's really good at reading the play out on the field. He just needs to start doing it faster. Shuey hand passes the ball. Maston dishes it off to the running man.
He scoops the ball off the ground. Darling with the pass. Kicked by Schofield. Has he? Yes, he's paid it. Kicked by Shepherd. Nice mark under pressure. Hill feeling the pressure. Gets the quick kick away. Mitchell feeling the pressure. Gets the quick kick away.
Shuey, he's not the biggest threat on the field, but he can make his opponent accountable, and he requires a watchful eye at times. He grabs it. He gets boot to the ball. Freeman marks it. He kicks the ball. Shackey with a strong mark.
Concentration comes out of a combination of confidence and hunger. So they tell him he'll need his Saturday or Sunday best from here. A 45-degree angle for this kick. He's chopped that one off. He gets tackled as he hands it off. He takes an uncontested mark.
Vardy can be very consistent. He does still need to do some more work to make sure he brings his A game to every match. Gaff with the kick. Freeman with beautiful hands above the head. He really is a great target to kick to. Vardy marks it.
Nice drop punt. He had his eye on the ball all the way and took the mark well. Mitchell gives the ball to the man on the run. The mark is taken by Kennedy. Gets a nice piece of that one. That was a super grab. As we go into the break, the scores are Brisbane 6, the Eagles 1.
They have been pretty wasteful in this match, and if they lose, they will look back and rue the missed opportunities.
Let's go to Richo now and take a look at the stats.
Kicking is one of the most essential skills in football, and West Coast will put 18 on the board, which should place them in a good position at this stage of the game if they can keep that up. Although West Coast have had 5 handballs, Brisbane are on 3, which isn't much of a difference at this stage. The gap between West Coast and Brisbane is larger than life. 9 marks to the Lions, while the Eagles sit comfortably ahead on 15.
Insightful, Richo. The first breakers play is set to commence.
Second quarter action underway.
Kennedy gets the ball. Nat Nui aims for his man on the ground. Puts the head down as he runs in. The Eagles get the scoreboard ticking over with that goal. The umpire set to bounce to restart the game. Nat Nui without a touch. The clearance by Martin. He gains possession. Paparoni is streaming past and gets the footy. Lucky bounce collected. Zorko with his head down, running for home. Great mark under pressure. McStay in no hurry as he prepares for the kick. 20 metres out. Couldn't ask for much better than this. It's an easy shot here. It's a game of fluctuating fortunes as the Lions take back the lead. The Ruckmen steal themselves before the bounce. The umpire has bounced the ball. Tapped by Martin. Paparoni with the mighty fist. Sharkey onto the ball. Going for goal number 1. It's hit the post. It's behind. Brisbane lead. A goal the difference. Looks like he'll go out wide. Kick to himself. Schofield puts it on the boot. And the mark will be paid. Vardy with the kick. Shepherd couldn't hold on to that one. Going for goal number 1. Over the top of the pack. Bumps the pigskin. Solid as a rock, and he comes away with a lovely contested mark. Hands like dinner plates.
Jeddah is a decent mark, although he really needs to work on his marking contests because he just isn't making an impression there. Shuey's given away the free kick. He gets boot to the ball. It's a mark. McStay lining up with the goals.
Going for goal number 2. He holds his breath. Give him a rap and they'll let you down every time.
A real letdown there, Dan.
Needs someone to break hard. He's ready to bring it back into play. Wins the hard ball. Lining up the goal now. 35 metres out. He's tried to do too much with that kick. Choose to kick it. Sharkey was surrounded. He needed to mark it, and he did. A routine, strictly speaking, is not a routine if you have to think about it. He must have intended to kick that somewhere. I'm just not sure where. Sends the Sharon on its way. Great mark over the pack. Boots it. Hill has it.
Even though the Eagles are behind on the scoreboard, I think they'd be proud of their dominance in the marking contests, and so they should be. He grabs it. Sending it on its way.
McKenzie with the tap. McGuinness comes away with the ball. He's got the footy in his hands. Taken by Rockcliffe. Picture perfect drop punt. Able to grab it on the half volley. He runs into the goal. He had his eye on the ball all the way and took the mark well. He takes the shot. There it goes. What a magnificent effort. That's number 2. The Lions with the ascendancy over West Coast, leading the match 20-7. Here's the bounce. Martin thumps it forward. Paparoni with the football. Gains possession. The ball came out of the pack like a wet salmon. The quarter is over and the Eagles trailing by 13.
I'd expect the coach will be asking for more of the same in the second half with a first half performance like that.
Let's check out the stats.
The handball stats show that the two teams are fairly even, with West Coast on 12 and the Lions on 8. Neither team showing any superiority in the tackling count today. Really close. Locked horns in the tackle contests, 6-4.
Thanks for sharing that with us, Richo. It's half-time and no doubt the coach will want to have a chat to his team about their first half performance. Finally, the third term begins.
Champions aren't made in gyms. Champions are made from something they have deep inside them. A desire, a dream, a vision.
He gives the ball away. Mitchell marks it. Boots it. Nat Nui with the mark. Gets boot to leather. Simply outplayed the opposition there. British will have to put everything into this one. Almost a touch of synchronised swimming about that mark. Minus the peg. 40 metres out. Lecrack going for number one. Football is not, never has claimed to be a fair game. They may have no option but to kick it long up the middle right here. Great mark. British in no hurry as he prepares for the kick. Kicks. Frost gets the upper hand.
Frost's just a really smart player. He knows every opponent's strengths and weaknesses and looks to exploit them and take advantage. Great hands. Puts boot to ball. Shepherd marks it.
Choose to kick it. A good mark under the circumstances. Hill with a gigantic kick. Got his eye on the ball all the way and took the mark well. Sheen with the kick. Nice mark there. 40 metres from home. Kennedy launches one towards goal. Goal. When he's on song, he sings a very good song. The first goal for Kennedy. A brief moment of serenity before the ball is bounced and the ruckman unleash. Martin with the tap. Shepherd bumped off the ball. Martin guides it. Cleanly picked up. Beams with a short hand pass. It bounced straight into his hands as if he'd just called a puppy with a whistle. Lucky bounce collected. Built running in, about to kick. He's missed it. Brisbane by 7 points. Schofield to bring it in. He kicks it to himself. Sends the Sharon on its way. Marked by Marston.
West Coast are doing all the right things and concocting opportunities inside the forward 50, but they just aren't getting on the scoreboard. He gets the upper hand, puts boot to ball. Strong mark there. Lester puts his boot on it. He gets the upper hand.
Papaloni sends the ball on its way. No contest for that mark. Zorko. He gave it a crack, but it sailed wide of the goal. Teammates scrambling to make a lead. He kicks it to himself. Schofield kicks. Strong mark by Marston. Jams it on the boot. Shepherd, the better man there. Jams it on the boot now. Wins the hardball.
The Eagles have been able to take more marks out there, but most of these have been from playing possession footy. They need to start taking a few more risks out there. Mays takes the opportunity. Shepherd with real good use of the body.
Shepherd feeds it wide. Butler claims it. Richo, what do you think about that?
Well, they're still in it, but they need something to ignite them in this last quarter. They can't expect their opposition to hand it to them.
Richo, what did the stats tell us?
If you look at the statistics, West Coast looks the goods. Unfortunately, they're not so good looking on the scoreboard.
Thanks for that, Richo. The pressure's on. It's the final quarter.
You're never a loser until you quit trying.
Definitely palm to advantage. Casanova would have been jealous at that pickup. Beams passes to no one in particular. Taken by McStay. Look at the concentration on his face as he lines up for the goal. 45 metres out. A set shot on a 30-degree angle. Couldn't seal the deal. Brisbane with a handy break, leading the Eagles 23 to 14. Great mark under pressure.
McKenzie is a decent mark, although he really needs to work on his marking contests because he just isn't making an impression there. Walker getting into position for the kick. Walker has a kick. The ball's travelling. He's got a handball away. It's been intercepted by the opposition.
You'd back him 9 times out of 10 to kick that. That is a bad miss. Well, that puts another behind on the scoreboard. Darling looking a real threat out there when he pulls in contested marks like that one. Gets the kick out of the defensive 50. Zorko picks up the loose ball. Shaki on the ball at the moment. He's having a ball, if you'll excuse the pun. The Lions leads by 16. You can feel the intensity build as both ruckmen prepare for the bounce.
I think he's definitely on his way to becoming one of the best in the league. Paparone charges in with the bump. Lester scoops up the ball. He hits it. Hill picks it up. Shuey with the kick. Beams claims the ball.
Gets boot to leather, and the mark will be paid. Sends it on its way. The contest, no match for him. Boots it. Rockliff grabs that one. Rockliff sends one up towards the wing. Pataloni takes it well. Slams it on the boot. Pasternak gets the upper hand. Bit of a concentration on his face as he lines up for the goal. The kick spins off in the wrong direction. Has it got the carry? The ball has gone over the boundary line on the full. Shaki making his way onto the field.
Even though West Coast were behind on the scoreboard, I think they'd be proud of their dominance in the marking contests, and so they should be. He doesn't want to take too long lining this shot up. Puts boot to ball.
Keeps it close to the ground. Wellingham couldn't hang on to the ball. Very quiet by his standards. Takes that one strongly. Concentration comes out of a combination of confidence and hunger. So they tell me. The ball is hammered towards goal by McStone. Brisbane starting to exert some dominance over West Coast with the lead at 31 to 14. Schofield slams it on the boot. Leicester collects. Kicked in a flurry. Clean hands with a difficult bouncing ball. It's a loss for the Eagles. Richo, did you enjoy the matchup between Brisbane and the Eagles?
As a player, a small cog in a machine, the principle is competing against yourself first. It's about self-improvement, about being better than you were the day before.
Here's the final scores. The Lions 31 versus West Coast 14. Thanks for joining us. As always, it's been a pleasure. We look forward to seeing you back soon.
We will always fight for victory like it's Roy.